straightest I've seen it all year. I think.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Wayward Social, Zeno's, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank.
Postseason play tonight on KFJB-TV. It is the opening round of Class 5A Region number 4. Good evening, Brandon Lewis, Dylan Doze alongside me tonight at the Marshalltown Softball Complex. Always a great thing to be the host in the first round playoffs.
It really is, and these young ladies have worked incredibly hard. 15 wins in the regular season, the highest in quite a while for the Bobcats, continually getting better, rewarded this way, and making Iowa City West travel to Central Iowa. That doesn't always happen if you're the Bobcats.
Scouting report, a look around the conference, and we'll get you tonight's starting lineup straight ahead as we count down to first pitch, postseason style, right here on News Talk 1230 AM, 93.9 FM, and your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. Open for lunch from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Thursday through Saturday with endless pizza by the slice. During lunch on Thursday and Friday, you choose the toppings. Wayward Social, South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Online at wayward-social.com. Tonight's scouting reports on the Iowa City West Trojans, presented by Brown Shoe Fit in Marshalltown. They've got their big summer tent sale going on right now in Marshalltown. All right, the Iowa City West Trojans in town. They're 3-31. They square off against the Marshalltown Bobcats, who are 15-23. Heading into this first-round game in Class 5A, Region number 4, winner takes on the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars on Saturday evening at 7 o'clock. What do we know about the Trojans, Dylan?
Really, with the Trojans, they have quite a bit of youth. We've seen that a lot even on the Bobcat side, but they have quite a bit of youth, led off with the 8th grader. And the 8th grader, Savannah Mathias, she leads the team in batting average, but no extra base hits. She will run a little bit, but that's really been West's problem, is generating offensive momentum. Right now they average under 2 runs a game, and on the flip side, defensively, they've struggled with errors and they've struggled with free bases. Tonight, Max Peck will go from the circle. She is 3-15 on the year, has the best record, best ERA on team. The ERA sits just over 8. So it really comes with a lot of youth, a lot of mistakes, but this is what we know about young teams. Usually youth, 8th grade, 9th grade, by the end of the season, they're 10 times better than they were at the beginning of the season. So I look for a game Trojans team here tonight.
Yeah. We have a little bit of our own youth out there for the Marshalltown Bobcats. She's been out of the lineup recently, number 5, Kate Sandvik for the Marshalltown Bobcats. But she's back in action tonight. Really looking forward to her up there at the 2-hole for the Bobcats.
Well, we're looking out here. Last time out, Kate was gone, so that shifted everything on the infield. You see her right there, where a lot of people were playing positions they didn't play. Now when we look around the infield, Briley Danielson, Kate Sandvik going over to Lainey Danielson, and then Emma Stupp with Ava Kusero. That's the inside of the diamond. That's the best version of this team defensively and offensively when Kate's in there making everything go.
Yep. And again, our scouting report tonight, all brought to you by Brown Shoe Fit in Marshalltown. We'll take a look around the conference next when we come back right here on KFJB-TV.
Brown Shoe Fit has a great selection of athletic footwear. Choose from New Balance, On, Keen, Echo, and much more. Brown Shoe Fit can find the right shoe for every occasion for both men and women, including dress shoes, casual shoes, work boots, and European footwear, carrying multiple sizes and widths to ensure the best fit for you. Their expert-friendly staff is available to give you a personalized experience and can find the right shoes for what you need. Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Marshalltown. With you every step of the way.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, power through partnership. Boy Scouts of America, Adventure On. Edward Jones, Zach Wall, your financial advisor in Marshalltown. Embers Retirement Community, independent living for active seniors. Honest Heating and Cooling, let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7.
Time to take a look around the Conference of Champions, all brought to you by Exterior Plus Home Remodeling, building relationships one customer at a time.
Here tonight, it's a light schedule, but Waterloo East takes on Des Moines East down in Des Moines, and then Mason City travels to Boone. And, of course, we have the Iowa City West Marshalltown matchup right here.
And we'll get you more scores throughout the night. That's a look around the Iowa Lions Conference, all presented by Exterior Plus Home Remodeling on the countdown to first pitch on KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
Time for the starting lineups tonight, all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineup. Well, Megan Carlo was the head coach to begin the season, but she's on maternity leave, so Allison Baldwin and Grace Klauser, thanks to them for getting the starting lineup to us here tonight. Leading it off, like Dylan alluded to, Savannah Matthias. She's at shortstop, followed by Shaw in the 2-hole, playing in left field. Serba is at third base tonight, batting third. Dolores Hubbard is catching. Anna Nilsson is at first base, batting 5th for the Trojans tonight. Olivia Friedhoff is at the Keystone, batting 6th. Bailey Day is the DP tonight, as she is hitting for Max Petch. She is the starting pitcher here tonight. Also batting 8th, it is number 17, Ava Gladden in center field, and number 4 hitting in the 9-hole, Ann Harms. She is in right field for the Iowa City West Trojans. They are 3-31 on the season, 1-4 in their last 5 games as they come out of the Mississippi Valley Conference, 7th out of 8th place in the Valley side of things. They were just 1-21 in conference play. They are 2-0 against the Bobcats since 2009 with a win in 2011, 4-0. 4-0, that was the final score of that one. And in 2009, 3-0, a win over the Marshalltown Bobcats. On the other side of things, for Jason Bowers and the Marshalltown Bobcats, 15-23 on the season. They are a little bit different. They are 4-1 in their last 5 games coming out of the Iowa Alliance Conference. 4th place out of 5th in the Iowa Alliance Conference North side of things. It'll be Gianna Bonney to lead things off for the Bobcats, playing in center field tonight. She brings in a .339 batting average, and she is the table setter for the Bobcats. She struggled at times, but still has been very efficient.
When she gets on, she can run a ton, and really from that one hole, when you have 19 RBI from your leadoff hitter, that's a big deal. And having Kate behind her just makes her that much stronger. If Gianna can get it in play, she's dangerous.
Batting second, Kate Sandvik. She's at shortstop, hitting .412. Emma Stupp, she has 10 home runs, batting third. And at first base tonight, all 10 of those home runs have never come during a KFJB-TV broadcast this season. And her grandpa assured me 2 home runs tonight for Emma Stupp.
I begged her last time we were here, and she said no, thank you.
Lainey Danielson in the 4-hole, Briley Danielson in the 5-hole. She will play third base tonight, as she is the second starting pitcher for the Marshalltown Bobcats. Expect her to go Saturday if the Bobcats win here tonight. Kennedy Feldman bats 6. Bella Avis is the DP tonight, hitting for Carson Price, who's the starting pitcher. Ava Kuzaro bats 8th as she is catching, and Aubrey Munt in right field, batting 9th for the Marshalltown Bobcats here tonight. That is your Sandvik starting lineups, as of course they specialize in same-day prescription delivery to long-term care and independent living facilities and retail customers. We step aside for the national anthem right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Life can take unexpected turns. Maybe you started college, but life got in the way. At Marshalltown Community College, we understand. It's never too late to chase your dreams. Come back to where your journey began. Rediscover your passion for learning and let us help you achieve your goals. Schedule a visit today at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
A new season for the Marshalltown Bobcats as they enter postseason play in Class 5A, Region number 4. first round tonight as they host the Iowa City West Trojans. Time for tonight's keys to the game, all brought to you by Ethington Heating and Cooling. We're not comfortable until you are, Dylan.
Marshalltown, just take care of business. You are the better team, I believe, in this scenario, but we lost to Waterloo East, who has only 3 wins on the season. Don't get walks. Take care of business. Move forward. For West, you got to stop Stupp. And that 3-hole, Emma Stupp is a RBI machine, and with West's inability to score a lot of runs, a walk to Stupp is a win.
Savannah Mathias at shortstop. She'll lead things off. Ariana Shaw and CC Sturba will lead things off for the Iowa City West Trojans tonight in the top of the first inning. As Carson Price is on the mound, making her 18th start of the season. And here we go, opening up the game with a shallow pop-up to Sandvik. She has it, the fly out to shortstop, and there's one away in the top of the first inning. Let's take a look at the defensive positioning tonight for the Marshalltown Bobcats. It's Kuzaro behind home plate, catching for Price. As out there in third base is Briley Danielson. Sandvik at short. Lainey Danielson is at second. Stubbs at first. It's Feldman, Bonnie, and Munt in the outfield. And Ava Kuzaro nearly with a nice play at home plate, but can't come up with the foul tip off the bat of Shaw. So it's an 0-1 count with one away in the top of the first.
She went full Superman dive there. Love Carson being aggressive in the strike zone. Make them make contact. Don't mess around. Just go straight at the batters.
0-1 on the way from Carson Price, and that one's going to be just a touch outside, 1-1 the count.
One thing, her walk total in the second half of the year started to creep up, whereas basically a 1-to-1 strikeout walk ratio over the year.
Shaw, 1 RBI on the season, hitting .245 and a pop-up to the right side of the infield. That'll be 2 outs in the inning as Danielson records the out.
One thing you see right there is a couple balls hitting the infield. This is such a much better defensive club than they were last year. Carson's able to trust her defense, and her defense is right there to heed the call.
CC Sturba, 8 RBI, batting .293, fouls off the first pitch she sees. It is an 0-1 count here in the top of the first inning as Carson Price also off to a nice start here tonight, making her 18th start of the season. A 5-12 record with 108 2/3 innings pitched, a 5.54 ERA, 43 strikeouts, and 42 walks. She struggled at times with the location, the first pitch strikes, things of that nature. As right here, a 1-1 count, and that one missing outside again. I believe it should be 2-1.
Well, and you see it was the off speed there. She struggled to have that second pitch this year.
Now a ball hit well to Munt over her head in right field. That's going to get down for Sturba. She rounds over to second. Sandvik, the relay, pulls her off the bag, and Sturba with a double to right field.
And this is a team that only has 22 extra base hits on the year, so they are not going to hit a ton out there. So that's a big one. It'll be essential that West is able to capitalize on a runner in scoring position.
Dolores Hubbard is going to step in. 5 RBI, batting .200 on the season. 2 down in the inning. Runner at second for Iowa City West. And his first pitch strike on the inner half to Hubbard from Carson Price.
West as a whole doesn't run a whole lot, so not expecting outside of a pass ball.
29 of 32 on the base pass coming into this one, Dylan, as, it's not their forte, I guess you could say.
About 1 steal per game. And so if the Bobcats just play solid defense and Carson's able to get it over the plate, I like our chances.
Hubbard waits on the 1-1, and that one's going to hit on the outer half for strike number 2. 1-2 the count. 2 down, top of the first. Iowa City West at the plate. Lefty versus righty in the matchup as Carson Price, left-handed pitcher, engages the rubber. Now we'll fire home upstairs, 2-2. I know Briley Danielson, a very good pitcher.
Yeah.
But I feel defensively it's a much better team with her at third.
Yes.
I mean, she has got a cannon of an arm over there. Here's a chopper to Sandvik. Plays it well. Over to first. The stretch by Stupp, and it's out of the inning. Out number 3 as Hubbard grounds out on a 6-3 ground out as CC Sturba gets a double, but Iowa City West leaves her stranded. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Bobcats come to bat right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
Up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard, it is scoreless through a half inning as we head to the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Gianna Bonney, Kate Sandvik, Emma Stupp leading things off for the Bobcats as they'll square off against Max Peck as she is the starting pitcher here tonight on the season for Peck. She is a 3-14 record. This will be her 20th start of the season, 104 in her third innings pitched, 45 strikeouts with a 7.85 ERA on the season.
I like the point you made about even though Briley's pitched very well this year with that defense, because you're exactly right. It flips Stupp over to first base too, which is I think her more natural position. She's the best first baseman on the team, but Briley's got a rocket, plus she's got good range over there.
Kuzero behind the plate. She does a really nice job. She plays well on left. Feldman has done a pretty good job there at second, but I think Lainey Danielson probably a little more comfortable, her more natural at second base. So, yeah, it's just a good defense behind the starting pitcher in Carson Price. Got through a quick top of the first inning, and we'll see if the Bobcats can give her some run support as Gianna Bonney will lead things off. Batting .339 on the season. She is 20 of 22 on the base paths so far this year. And she stands in the box. Left-handed batter versus right-handed pitcher, and Peck delivers outside a 1-0 count.
Yeah, and Gianna has struggled at times just putting the slap hit into play.
1-0, she cuts on, lifts it to center field, read by Gladden, and she'll make the catch. One away.
See, Gianna doesn't always get a swing away early in the game. Was able to get the bat head on it, but popped it up.
I like those glasses by Gladden. You can see her all the way from here.
Yeah, she's got the Terminator glasses on.
Kate Sandvik, the shortstop for the Bobcats tonight, stands in, batting in the 2-hole. And the first pitch she sees will promptly foul it out of play. It's okay, Dylan. That one was not quite near you.
No, but it did clear a couple fences, just the wrong ones.
.412 on the season, the batting average for Sandvik, 19 runs scored, 18 RBI. Peck fires home on the 0-1, and this one's going to be laced down the left field line, but a good running catch by Shaw, 2 down.
That's a heck of a catch, because that thing was right down the line, diving deep. She got over, read it right off the bat, and made a really nice catch.
That'll fire up a good traveling crowd for Iowa City West here tonight. 2 down. Emma Stupp, the first baseman, stands in. Righty versus righty. She definitely is up in the box, and she'll eye the first pitch, and it's inside. It backs her off the plate, and a 1-0 count.
Peck's done such a great job of keeping people off the base paths, but I really think this is the matchup. If Marshalltown wins this matchup, I really feel we're in the driver's seat.
The 1-0, a hot shot to third, well played by Sturba, over to first to Nielsen in time, and it's a 5-3 ground out by Stupp. And Peck with a quick 1-2-3 inning. Here in the bottom of the first, we go to the second, scoreless between the Bobcats and the Trojans on KFJB-TV.
The equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Jensen Ford, with you every mile along the way. Legends American Grill, Marshalltown Steakhouse. Lennox Employees Credit Union, lennoxecu.com. Marshalltown Area Chamber. Marshalltown, more than ever. Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
Scoreless through one frame between the Trojans and the Bobcats in Class 5A postseason play tonight. He's Dylan Dose. I'm Brandon Lewis. I always love postseason games with you because it just, the magic is in the air, Dylan.
It is.
It's a new season. Everyone is excited.
Wins
you throw
and
the
losses
postseason
really
away.
matter.
Yeah.
You go, you win here. We got to travel down to Ankeny again on Saturday.
Is it really down? Is it over?
It's down.
Okay.
It's down and over.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, it's we don't see the Jaguars like we used to.
No, now that we are in the Alliance, not the CIML.
Yeah. And Nilsson leading things off for Iowa City West in the top of the second inning. Fouled off the last pitch, so she's quickly down 0-2 against Carson Price. The southpaw comes home with it. Swing and a miss on the outer half for the first strikeout of the night for Carson Price. Good location up and away for out number one.
And Nielsen leads his team in RBI, so it was no slouch who she brought it for. But I really love Carson's approach. It's a good rhythm, throwing strikes. Hasn't been able to get the off-speed over quite yet, but dealing nonetheless.
Olivia Friedhoff stands in, and an excuse-me swing will be a strike. She's hitting 175 with 2 RBI on the season. Down 0-1 in the count to Carson Price. Bobcats in those white tops, blue bottoms, red lettering outlined in blue against the Trojans, and they're all green uniforms on the road. Gold numbers outlined in white, and the 0-1 backs Friedhoff off the plate inside and upstairs 1-1 now. Grace Klauser stands at third base in the coach's box. Allison Baldwin stands in the first base coach's box. And a hard hit ball to left field. Feldman will fire it back in. It's a single for Friedhoff with one away in the top of the second for Iowa City West. Good hitting right there, going upstairs and driving that one, getting around on it.
Yeah, West has had base runners each inning, and for a team that struggles to get people on base, this is a good sign, especially the way Peck pitched in the bottom of the first.
Well, that renewed postseason energy, Dylan.
Yeah,
That's
3 and 31 doesn't matter a whole lot except for you're on the road. Other than that.
Yeah. Bailey Day stands in. She's the DP tonight, heading for Max Peck, who's the starting pitcher. Down 0-1 as a load up and a fire home. Off-speed pitch hits on the outer half, and good location for Carson Price. Quickly 0-2 count. A little double play ball action right here would be nice, right?
They are playing double play depth up the middle.
Here comes Price on the delivery. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike, but there was a runner at first, so she's automatically out. The runner takes off and is going to be there, so good job by the umpire. Saw that. Friedhoff advanced on her own. Bailey Day is down in a strikeout, second one of the inning.
And that's one of the things that comes with experience, though, is if you know the ruling on there, Ava would have been able to go down to second base feeling certain that because first base was occupied, the batter was going to be out regardless.
So 2 down. Gladden stands in for the first time tonight. She'll take a strike on the outer half. Ava Gladden, the center fielder, made a nice catch in the bottom of the first inning. Hitting just .091 on the season. And just an 8th grader. She sends it right back up towards the middle to Carson Price. Over to first, though. They fire as Sandvik got a glove on it. Gladden is out on the 6-3 ground out. As it looked like Price was okay. She kind of took that hot shot off her.
Yeah. Price got it off her. I'm still impressed with Sandvik. That was a rocket over there, and Stupp with the splits was able to haul it in a half step before she crossed first.
We'll see if the Bobcats can get some runs as we head to the bottom of the second. Trojans, 2 hits, 2 left on base through an inning and a half right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse. Ribeyes and sirloins, aged, hand-cut, and served with your choice of 2 of Legends' legendary sides and a dinner roll. If you are a prime rib fan, Legends has prime rib every Friday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m. With 3 sides to choose from, it's chef-seasoned and slow-cooked to tender, juicy perfection. Try Legends prime rib, and you'll know why it's Marshalltown's favorite. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Heading to the bottom of the second inning, it will be Lainey Danielson to lead things off for the Bobcats, followed by Briley Danielson as she'll hit right behind her in the 5th hole, and Kennedy Feldman batting 6th here tonight. Bobcats retired in order in the bottom of the first inning. 1, 2, 3 as Bonnie Sandvik and Stepp were sent down. We'll see if things can be changed around offensively as we head into this inning. Gladden there was the last out. It was a good play over to first. I don't know. It's close whether they really got her or not. Lainey Danielson stands in. First pitch from Peck as we begin the bottom of the second is a ball upstairs.
Peck didn't blow it by anybody. She pitched to contact, but her defense was there, took care of her.
Yeah, Gladden with a nice play out there in center field. Lainey Danielson will take a strike on the other half. 1-1 now the count. Danielson batting .324 with 2 home runs, but those came way early on in the season. She has 33 runs scored and 19 RBI. Peck with the 1-1. And this one jams her inside. Weakly lifted to left field, and the shortstop, Matthias, ranges over and will make the catch. There's one away.
That's where Iowa City West, you can't say enough about the way Peck has pitched and the defense behind her. They're not making any mistakes. You look here at Bradley Danielson. I think she's the breakout star this year. This was a person we were aware of last year, but did not know she was going to be the second leading RBI producer, wasn't going to be the most proficient and efficient pitcher we had all year as well.
Yeah, very good strikeout pitcher this year. And immediately she's going to lift one to left field, but hardly even moving at all is Shaw out there, and there's 2 away quickly on the fly out to left.
They're not going to beat themselves here tonight. Iowa City West playing some stellar defense.
And their fans, I love the woos in the crowd.
There is energy behind us here at Marshalltown.
We need to get a crowd mic over there, I think. 2 down. As Kennedy Feldman stands in for the first time tonight, she'll take a ball down low, 1-0.
Kennedy ended up with 18 RBI this year, more productive than she was early on in the year.
The 1-0 is lifted down the right field line, but fading foul, a 1-1 count now, and you mentioned on the season those 18 RBI. Batting .213 with 11 runs scored. Yeah. Offensively, you almost wonder, if that tennis swing, how much that translates to the softball swing, that kind of thing.
Or does it affect it like my baseball swing affects my golf swing,
Exactly. And Feldman's going to get hit on the inner half. And here we go.
And Peck has...
No, you're ruining it. They told me
they
would give the free bases cheer here tonight, and we got it right there. So all season long we had the free bases. Yeah, we do love free bases. So Feldman is aboard. Ava stands in, and Ava sends one to the right side. That's going to sneak through, and off the glove of Harms, it's a single for Avis as she gets herself aboard with a single, moving Feldman to second.
This happened the other night where that bottom third of the order, what could we expect out of it? And what's happened is it's been productive. It was productive a week ago. It's productive here tonight. Bobcats have 2 on with 2 outs. See if Ava Kusaro can make something happen.
She's hitting .237 on the season with 10 RBI. She hasn't been extremely productive, but she's been very solid this year, especially defensively, behind the plate, out there in left field. And she's come in with some timely hits.
She's athletic. She can run. She plays defense well, and she's always up to the task. She is a gamer. She is a pit bull.
1-0, Weekly tap to the third base line. She's going to get aboard. And the bases are loaded just like that. Kuzaro with an infield single. Feldman to third, Avis to second. Kuzaro stands at first. And that was about a 15-foot Weekly hit ball.
You might be generous with that. That was, you don't have to hit them hard. You just have to hit them in the right spot.
And Aubrey Munt hitting .286. She bats in the 9-hole. A junior, 1 home run on this season. 13 runs, 12 RBI. Again, 2 down here at the bottom of the second. But the Bobcats have the bases loaded against Peck. She fires home high for a first pitch ball to Munt.
I like Aubrey's approach right there. Very easy when you have bases loaded and you can see the visions of grandeur to be overly aggressive early in the count. She took the first
You want to
pitch.
get that 4-run bomb, man.
That's right.
You can't hit it if you don't swing. That was always my philosophy.
Yes.
And unlike
how many grand slams you got?
0. My eyes got way too big.
That's right.
I was whiffing at a big old beach ball coming in every time. 1-1 to Munt as she stands in. And she swings. That one's a foul tip off the glove. Might not have got a piece of that, just off the glove. So 1-2 is the count to Munt as Hubbard, the catcher, went over and grabbed that one. So 1-2 situation with the bases loaded. Key spot here for the Cats.
And here you want Aubrey, it's about making contact, make the defense make an additional play.
Peck fires home, and upstairs and outside she'll take wisely. 2-2 count.
Aubrey's been a little bit slow with that swing. It's a longer swing, so it takes a little bit of time to get through the zone. See if she can quicken up the pace a little bit.
Here's the 2-2. She smacks it right back up the middle, and Munt is going to drive in. 1 run. Feldman is in to score, and another run as Avis will score. Diving back safely to second is Kuzaro. Munt will recede back to first base, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Bobcats here at the bottom of the second inning.
Hot dang, Aubrey Munt. That was huge. You don't expect that 9-hole hitter to get that first big 2 RBI hit, but she put it right back up the middle. Great job in that second half. She mowed through. Peck mowed through 1 through 5. The bottom third of the lineup, huge for the Bobcats.
We'll see if Bonnie can keep things moving along here for the Cats. And she'll take outside for a 1-0 count.
And all this with 2 outs.
Yeah. Peck fires home. It's slapped into center field. Will this get down? It's off the glove of Gladden. Misplayed. Kuzaro's in to score. She's holding her lower back. Hopefully she is all right. It's 3-0 though, as runners are at second and third. Most likely an E8 there in center field as Gladden off the glove right there, but it gets Bonnie to second. Over to third base is standing Aubrey Munt.
Yeah, I saw as Ava went into the dugout, she was still holding her back. Don't know if she tweaked something or what's happening.
Oh, boy. I don't know what my daughter thinks of this softball game. Phoebe, she's 5 months old. She's here. She's looking at me, wondering what I'm doing. Hi. Normally you see me on the TV, not in real person at a game.
I was hoping she did see you in person sometimes.
She's our little observer. But anyway, out here at the softball game. So there we go.
There she is.
There we go. Yeah, let's get Phoebe some camera time right here. There we go.
Well, Blue's
in the way. Oh, we'll have to slide. There we go. All right, 2 outs as Kate Sandvik stands in, and she'll take a first pitch ball, 1-0. Still a little meeting on the mound. Peck stays in here though.
Yeah, it's really been nickel and dime. It's an error there. It's all the hits have been ground balls.
Sandvik, a fly ball to Gladden out there in center field. She misplays it again. Bonnie, as well as Munt, are in to score. It's going to be another E8
And Sandvik is into center field, or excuse me, second base.
My only question on that is if she got any glove on it.
Did she miss that one?
It
the
almost
the
looked
first
like
one was an error.
The first one was definitely an error. It was off the glove.
Shortstop was kind of in my way. I couldn't quite see the center field. I don't know if she got a glove on it or not.
If we have a replay after this pitch, it'd be interesting to see.
The run does score, both of them, and makes it 5-0. Yeah, we don't have the replay there, but probably go with an E8.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
Fairly playable ball, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Routine play. Step stands in, takes a 1-0 count as the Bobcats bat around here in the second inning. Things were moving along. 5 retired in a row for Peck, and then the wheels came off. Here's a 1-0. And there's a strike on the inner half, 1-1.
One free base, the hit batter, and then it was a
And then we had the free bases
single.
chant, which we haven't heard all year.
Ava got us a 10-foot single, and it just was nickel and dime, and then here a couple errors.
And Stupp will take Lone outside for a 2-1 count.
As you watch this Iowa City West team, you can see the things that make you excited for the future and the things that make you frustrated in the right now.
Such a young team. Glad out there in center. She is an 8th grader. And now Peck fires back with a strike on the inner half. A 2-2 count to Emma Stupp.
And Emma is very much saying, as she looked down third baseline, is like that thing was inside.
2-2 count on the way, and this one's going to be smacked foul off the top of the dugout for Iowa City West.
We have seen Emma murder some foul balls in our day, and just murder the softball, but you are not safe down the third base line.
No, you're not. 2-2 on the way, and outside, and that must have been ball 4. I didn't think we missed a pitch there, but it was 3-2 evidently, so it's a walk right there as Emma Stupp takes Lone outside as the Bobcats bat around here in the second inning. Lainey Danielson led off the inning with a fly out to shortstop as she'll bat for the second time tonight. Runners at first and second for the Bobcats, leading 5-0. Lainey Danielson, chopper to short. Playable over to first, and that'll get out of the inning. So Lainey Danielson retired twice by Mathias here tonight as Mathias over to Nielsen for out number 3 of the inning. But 5-run score, all on 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. We go to the third on KFJB-TV.
Since 1967, Jensen Ford Lincoln has served generations of families around central Iowa. Quality vehicles, professional service, knowledge of our product, that's a part of Jensen. But what's more important to us is a trust that is passed down from every previous generation. Jensen Ford Lincoln wants to serve your family for generations. We want to be there for your first car. We want to be there for your family SUV. And we want to see you drive away in the Mustang you always dreamed of. At Jensen, we want to be here for you now and every mile along the way.
Bobcats hang a 5 spot on Iowa City West in the bottom of the second inning. 5-0 now the lead in the Class 5A Region 4 first round. Jason Bowers, the do-it-all coach. He can coach you, and he can replace the bag at first.
Well, he was looking at a treasure map before the game, so I think he might be treasure hunting in between.
There's some rubles or some jewels or something under first base tonight. This field waterlogged with the 4 inches of rain we received over the weekend, and a lot of work out here.
Good amount of rain yesterday. I drove by out here probably about 1:30 today, and they were already working on the field, making sure it was playable. So great job. I think Coach Brian Murphy was a big part of that, getting the field ready here today.
We go to the third inning. Carson Bryce starts off the top of the third inning with a first pitch ball to the 9-hole hitter, Ann Harms. She's in right field tonight. She's given up 2 hits, but has not allowed anything to happen once those 1 hits came, 1 in the first and 1 in the second. Ground ball to Sandvik. Rocket arm over to first. Stupp stretches, makes the play. It's a 6-3 ground out for Harms for 1 away here in the top of the third inning. That's the thing about Carson Price. She's been really locked in here tonight. Yep. Each leadoff batter in all 3 innings now has been retired.
She's gotten out in front of each and every batter. Kate Zandvig's already got 3 putouts from shortstop. She's really trusting her defense and making good pitches. Another first pitch strike.
First pitch strike into the leadoff batter in Savannah Matthias. The shortstop flew out to short back in the first inning. 1 away here in the top of the third. Again, the Bobcats leading 5-0. Slow tapper right back to Price. Picks it up, fires over to first, not in time. Matthias with an infield hit as she beats it out the throw from Price to Stupp.
And that's a really interesting, it's the very small things in softball that make a big deal. Matthias being left-handed already down the line. Price being also left-handed has to adjust her body before she can throw, and those 2 little adjustments allowed Matthias to reach safely.
Ariana Shaw shows bunt, brings it back. They go down to second base, and it's going to be a stolen bag for Matthias as she took off there. So stolen bag into second for Shaw as Shaw lined out to second base in the first.
And that's the one person on this roster with 11 steals, now 12 out of 12. Matthias is the one that will run.
Bunt shown, and the pitch is in for a strike on the other half. 1-1 count.
Briley, of course, as they showed bunt, was crashing hard from third base.
Did they rule that first pitch a strike? They must have,
yeah.
So it's 0-2. Shaw did bring it back, and now she's going to chop one right to second base. Lainey Danielson not aware as the runner rounds third and takes home and gets Iowa City West on the scoreboard, 5-1. A little bit of a miscue for the junior right there. She made the error, but then did not hustle after it, and that allows the runner from second to score in Matthias. So Shaw is aboard at first base, and Matthias is in. 5-1 the score. Iowa City West trailing to your Bobcats.
You can forgive the error because that thing was smashed. You could even make a case for that being a single. What you can't forgive on that is just zero effort afterwards.
Sandvik gloves the throwdown, but Shaw is in there with a stolen bag. As Iowa City West knows they need to do a little catch-up here, down 5-0, and they have 1 run back, and now a runner at second base in scoring position for CC Sturba, who had a double in her last at-bat. She was really the only Trojan we saw really crush a ball in the first 2 frames of action as she steps in and takes the first pitch ball.
And there, Iowa City West starting to put some pressure on Carson, now with only 1 out.
So 1-1 count. And now upstairs on the 1-1, it's now 2-1 to Sturba.
And that's those little bit of pressure. Get a run across, get a runner in scoring position. That little bit of extra makes that strike zone seemingly shrink a little bit more and more.
Price fires home and tap foul. Off home plate, it rolls down the first base line in foul territory. And Sturba now with a 2-2 count from Carson Price. 1 away. Top of the third inning. 5-1 the score. Bobcats leading up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Sturba back in the box. Here's the 2-2, and she's going to lift it to right field. This will send Munt back all the way to the wall. It's off the wall, and it's going to be a home run. It was actually, it looked like it was off the wall, but it was off the side of the batting cage out there in right field, so well over the 180 wall. And it's now just a 2-run lead for the Bobcats. 5-3, a 2-run home run for CC Sturba. She drives in Ariana Shaw.
And that's the first home run, not just for Sturba, but for the Trojans as on their season. And she went oppo on that. Price just, one thing is Price has to be able to move the ball around because she does not have overpowering stuff. And she went belt high, and Sturba just rocketed it out of here.
Wow. Big contact right there. So 5-3 now our new score after the 3-hole hitter in Sturba with the 2-run home run. She has a double and a home run tonight. 2 for 2 at the plate. Now a bouncer to Sandvik as she airmails it into the Bobcat dugout nearly. Hits off the face, bounces back. Munt picks it up and they'll get it back to Price. That looked to be out number 2 of the inning, but just well overthrown as Hubbard is aboard.
With what we've seen, if I'm Bobcat staff, I'm taking a timeout. I'm going out, talk to the circle, because they feel on edge kind of everywhere. You can just see it in the way they're playing.
So an E6 gets her aboard, and now she'll take off for second base, but dead to rights right there. A good gun by Kuzero. Sandvik applies the tag as Dolores Hubbard is thrown out, caught stealing for out 2 of the inning.
And that shows you Kuzero's arm, because she doesn't have to get out of her crouch. She threw that from her knees and got the tag in. Great tag by Sandvik. And Ava put it right on the base.
Yeah, Sandvik got that glove down right away, and I think if she hadn't, that would have been a safe play there at second base for Hubbard. And Nilsson stands in. She struck out to lead off the second inning. She has a 1-1 count from Carson Price with 2 down in the top of the third inning, and now she'll roll one foul past her coach, Grace Closure.
She looked like you the other night. Went with the bare hand and came up empty.
Yeah, just missed it. Yeah, 1-2 the count after that foul tip. Closer there, the third base coach. She claps on, gave a little direction to Nilsson, who takes a ball on the other half away. 2-2 now. Price loads up and fires home. Gets a chopper backhanded by Sandvik at shortstop on one hop. Stup fields it at first for the out. What a play. A 6-3 ground out by Nilsson. Nothing ordinary about that play right there. And the Bobcats get out of the top of the third. They give up 3 runs. It's 5-3. Bobcats leading as we head to the bottom of the third inning right here on KFJB-TV.
At Honest Heating and Cooling, they take comfort seriously. Their latest offering? Smart Integrity Monitoring. Combined with an honest maintenance plan, it takes all the guessing out of home comfort. Their technicians take accurate measurements of all the necessary parameters and deliver you the truth about where your home's comfort stands. If you're not measuring, you're just guessing. That's honest. Get a Smart Integrity Monitoring plan and let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back into the bottom of the third. Iowa City West scoring 3 runs there in the top of the third to make it 5-3. But let's do a scoreboard update. We've got 2 other games going on in the Iowa Alliance. Waterloo East and Des Moines East will take battle. That's a 3-28 matchup with Waterloo East to Des Moines East being 17-20. We don't have a score there yet. But Mason City on the ropes after 2, and Boone with Boone up 4-1. But the Bobcats see if they can get some of those runs back here, Brandon, in the bottom of the third.
5-3 is our score as Briley Danielson will lead off the inning as the Bobcats batted around in the second. Lady Danielson ended last inning and a 5-3 ground out. Briley Danielson was a flyout victim to left. And at that point, 5 in a row had been retired by Max Peck. But then the wheels fell off as the Bobcats, a hit by pitch, 3 singles in a row, couple errors, and it was 5-3 at that point, or 5-0. Here at the bottom of the third inning, Briley Danielson fouls off the 1-0 from Peck, and it is a 1-1 count. Danielson 2 home runs on the season, batting .314. Peck loads up, fires home, and the off-speed pitch is going to come up short inside. And it'd be a ball right there, 2-1.
Peck had pretty good control through the game. She's given up 1 walk and a hit by pitch, but she's come out here in the third inning and really struggled to find the zone, being short on a couple different pitches, not even coming close to the strike zone.
2-1 on the way upstairs. Danielson leans back out of the way. It's 3-1.
And this is, if I'm Briley, if it's not right in right in the breadbasket, not right where you want it, I keep the bat on the shoulder.
The 3-1, and she's jammed inside. Picked up by Sturba. Fires to Nelson at first, 1 away.
The bat is just, it's almost like a pool cue. It's just they're just missing it and getting it to spin off the bat.
Putting a little English on it, Dylan.
They tried to go
How'd you know I was a
pocket.
pool shark?
I've seen the movie. I've seen the movies. I saw you in the background.
1 away. Kennedy Feldman stands in for the second time tonight. Hit by pitch last inning and ended up scoring a run. She'll take a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Wind down to the east-southeast tonight, so a little bit blowing out to right field. 180 down the lines, 220 to dead-on center field, but may say a little bit of a shorter field, but the fences make up for it.
Yeah, you got that double high fence, probably sits, 12 feet high out there?
At least 10. And a hot shot right back up the middle underneath the legs of Peck, and Feldman is aboard by the way of a single. It's a good piece of hitting right there by the 6-hole hitter. This will bring up Bella Avis. She's batted as high as 2 in the order this year.
And you look, Kennedy Feldman, she started the parade last inning getting hit by the pitch, but she gets on again, second time so far. And Bella Avis had that single. See if she can get another one.
So that single and a run scored last inning for Bella Avis. She takes upstairs and outside, a 1-0 count. Feldman took a little bit of a secondary lead. Getting word Briley Danielson is warming up in the bullpen as Carson Price with the start tonight. Here's a 1-0 and a bunt, and late to put the bunt out. Bella Avis just fouls it off over near the on-deck circle, so a 1-1 count. I was not expecting that bunt. She really brought that late towards the plate.
And in the first bat, she seemed to kind of be holding the bat a little bit like she was anticipating, but it was such a late show that she almost started to kind of stab at it there.
Yeah. 1-1 on the way from Peck. And swinging away is Avis. Soft roller up the middle. Trying to turn 2. They will not, as Avis is at first in time to get through. But Feldman is out on the 6-4 flip right there for the force out for out number 2 of the inning. And Bella Avis aboard on the fielder's choice. 4-6 flip, no, 6-4.
See if Ava can crush it like she did last time.
Kuzero will lift one right past the shortstop. No, she backhands it, double pumps, not able to get a play off as Kuzero is aboard, her second single of the game. Not hardest hit as the first one, but that'll get the job done as the shortstop was kind of going towards second base.
Yeah.
The hit was just to her right. It was definitely, playing normal, probably would have been an out, but that was just kind of hitting them where they ain't.
And they always say it looks the same in the stat sheet. Avis 2 for 2 and has hit the ball 47 feet.
Munt stands in, had a big hit, 2 RBI on her last at-bat as she drove in Feldman and Avis. And picked up those 2 RBI to have 14 now on the season as she fouls off the first pitch out of play on the first base side of the first pitch. And I think we're going to see a courtesy runner here as Kuzero was pulling up a little lame around third base coming in to score last inning. And she's catching tonight, so you definitely want to take it easy on her back here tonight. She's going to have a courtesy runner. See what number that is. Looks like 17, so Cameron Price is in the run.
Saw Cameron was pitching at a softball all-star game they had at the Iowa Vets home on the 4th of July. She was pitching with the 7th, 8th grade.
Roller to home plate. Both the runners are going to take off here in advance in the scoring position as Avis is over to third and Price is to second base.
And that was one of the greatest slides of all time. She did a hook slide from about 17 inches away from third base.
Aubrey Munt taking a ball right there, so it's a 1-1 count. RBI situation with 2 down in the inning. last inning. The Bobcats scored 5 runs off of 2 outs in the inning. So a little magic spot here in the 9-hole.
And not to be premature with Opa, but if Aubrey can get a base hit here again, she's in the driver's seat.
For the player of the game coming up after this one. 2-1, she leans back out of the way, but they call a strike on the inner half. It's a 2-2 count.
He's been consistent with that inside, you could say off the black there as you see people diving out of the way.
2-2 count with 2 down, bottom of the third. Runners at second and third. Munt swings and misses, and that'll be out number 3, as that'll be a strikeout for Max Peck as Munt is retired. We go to the 4th. It's still 5-3. Bobcats leading up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. Quality furniture for every room in your home. Pence Appliance and TV. For sales and service of everything appliance, come see the Pence team. Wayward Social, the place for bowling, games, food, and more. Wells Fargo Advisors, Marshalltown. Sports Plus, Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, sportsplusTherapy.com.
Heading to the top of the 4th inning in the 5A Region 4 first round game, is winner of this one will take on Ankeny Centennial Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Iowa City West will send a fly ball out to Feldman in left as Olivia Friedhoff is retired on a fly out to left field to start off the inning. And through 4 frames now, Carson Price has got the leadoff batter in all the innings to get it out, either by the way of a strikeout or a fly out.
Nice
or
job.
Or a ground out. There's been a ground out as well.
She can get you out any way she wants.
Yeah. So Friedhoff is retired, and this will bring up Bailey Day, the DP. She struck out in the second. It's a first pitch strike in there.
And Carson's got a couple strikeouts here tonight.
Load up and fire home, swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2 today.
And that was great. You saw Carson get the off speed over for a strike, and that's really been where she struggled.
Do you think Bailey Day related to Doris Day on Kicks 101.1 by?
I would think so. And Doris celebrating 20 years with Kicks as well, I saw.
Yeah. There you go.
It's Kismet.
1-2 the count. Here comes Price. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout to her night as 2 down as Bailey Day is retired. That'll be the 3rd strikeout of the night for Carson Price.
Carson did a steady off speed there, and she was out in front. Day was out in front on all 3 pitches.
2 down quickly here at the top of the 4th inning with the Bobcats leading 5-3. Carson Price loads up, fires high as Kuzaro has to come out of her crouch and grabs that one. It is a 1-0 count to Ava Gladden as she grounded out 6-3 in her last at-bat, and that's not Ava Gladden. We have a new hitter in this hole as Cruz is now into the game, and she'll promptly single to center field. A base hit as Ava Gladden in center field was replaced last half inning. We got word on that, and replacing her is Maylee Cruz. She's going to be in right field as sliding over to center field was Harms.
Yeah, the junior
she was in
just
right.
Put it right up the middle there.
All right, so Cruz standing at first base. Anna Harms at the plate. And an 0-1 count. Corners creeping in here for the Bobcat defense. And a hot shot Right to shortstop. Sandvik plays it over to Stupp. Doesn't have to do anything fancy this time. It's a good throw on a rope. And a 6-3 ground out by Ann Harms is out number 3. We remain 5-3 our scores. We head to the bottom of the 4th when we come back right here on your home for the Cats. News Talk 1230 AM, 93.9 FM, and here on KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Get a scoreboard update tonight, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you, Dylan.
Living up to the moniker, if you ain't Dutch, you ain't much.
That's
Pella
true.
Dutch up 6-0 on South Tama. Boone continues to lead Mason. Actually, no, Mason City came back with 3 in the 3rd. It is 4-4 Mason City and Boone, and we have yet to get a score from Waterloo East and Des Moines East.
Boonetown. Boone, the Toreadors.
It's
where my wife graduated from.
It's where my mother's people are from as well.
Oh, wow. My wife, not a big fan of the Toreadors. She's like, we're just the people that run around, poke the ball. We never actually get in the way or do anything impressive.
we run around with drapes.
Yeah. No, they're not even. The Toreador isn't even the one. That's the Matador.
Oh.
So the Toreador just is the one with the, the thing that pokes the ball. They don't even do anything fun. Misplayed in center by Harms again. This 3rd error in center field. That'll be an E8. And Bonnie's going to stand at second base. And the Bobcats were helped out by errors in the 2nd when they scored 5 runs.
Well, and Bounty in the first hit of the game, she hit it to center field, flew out. She's hit it the same place all 3 times, but defense has really let Peck down here from the 2nd inning on.
Kate Sandvik will stand in for the 3rd time tonight. A fly out and a line out. And a bunt. And this one's going to just work its way foul just past the batter's box. And a strike, 0-1.
It does feel like the infield's a little bit slower than it normally is. It's definitely dry, but it's been well watered, you could say.
The dirt underneath the top level is definitely still soggy. 0-1 on the way. Sandvik will put this down on the 3rd base line. Barehanded over to 1st in time. Bonnie's to 3rd. It's a sac bunt by Kate Sandvik. She's out, but she gets the runner moved over.
Nice job by Kate getting the bunt down, doing exactly what you want from a 2-hole hitter. You want to get the runner over to 3rd, so your person with an over 1,400 OPS, that's slugging percentage plus on base, Emma Stupp is up, and she has just killed the softball here this year.
What's the significance of that stat, Dylan? As she will not kill this one. Weakly lifted to left field in the grass. Matthias fields it. Stupp is out number 2 of the inning as she got jammed inside.
I'll give you that. So the stat is, in Major League, it's like anything over 800 is 800 is elite. There is 1,400. Stan Musial's best year was 1,400, and that puts him in rare air. So 1,400 means you are not just hitting the ball, you are crushing the ball with both power and efficiency.
Lady Danielson crushes the ball foul near the fence near Dillon as he's preparing to take cover. Danielson, a fly out and a ground out. 0-1.
You have to be impressed with Peck, especially in the top 5 of this lineup. You look at the heart of the order, she has really 3 through 5 held her own. 0 for 5 with just 1 walk.
0 for 1. Bounce to home plate. Bonnie's going to have to stay at 3rd base. Hubbard, a nice job behind home plate to go cover that one up and scrambled to her left. Peck was getting ready to cover home plate. So Iowa City West keeps it at a 5-3 game right there, as they know Bonnie with good speed at 3rd base for the Bobcats. 2 down of the inning. Bobcats trying to add on to their 5-3 lead here at the bottom of the 4th. Here's the 1-1. And Lainey Danielson takes a strike. 1-2 down to the count now. Lights turned on in between innings. Not needing it yet. Still plenty of sunshine beating out there in the outfield and the infield. Here's the 1-2. And Danielson waits on it, but grounds it to Jason Bowers, head coach for the Bobcats. Third base coach's box. Still 1-2.
Seems that Peck has been able to pound that inside of the strike zone with the middle heart of the lineup, not allow anybody to extend the bat through the zone.
1-2 on the way. And that's going to be low, just below the knees of Lainey Danielson for a 2-2 count from Peck.
Yeah, you had Bounty over at third with less than 2 outs. In a 2-run game, this is an essential run to get across the...
Lainey Danielson, another grounder foul down the third base line. Still 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, 5-3 is our score. Bobcats leading it in the first round of Class 5A. Region number 4. The 2-2 from Peck as she winds up. And on the inner half, caught looking is Briley Danielson. That'll be another strikeout for Max Peck. And the Bobcats head to the 5th, still 5-3, their score, leading on KFJB-TV.
It's Adventure On for Marshalltown Scouting. Adventures like backpacking, ziplining, rock climbing, canoeing, swimming, and more. Survival skills for a scout's greatest adventure, life. Scouts give back to the community. Marshalltown Scouts have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community in our 70-plus year history. Scout leaders are highly trained in screen. Parents are a huge part of scouting, too. Scouting provides unique opportunities available nowhere else. To learn more about scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure On.
Heading to the top of the 5th inning, it's 5-3. Bobcats on top of the Trojans on KFJB-TV. Brandon Lewis, Dylan Dose alongside me tonight. Great to have you joining us on our postseason broadcast tonight. And great crowd on hand from Iowa City West here, making the hour-and-a-half trip up.
You know, I always say, as the tourism director, I want people to travel to Marshalltown. Iowa City West has listened to me. They've come down. It's a great rowdy crowd, good crowd.
I'm guessing everyone in the stands has no clue who you are.
No, I signed 8x10s when they walked in. I gave them to each one of them. If they didn't know, they know me
thinking. Now. I didn't get one of those. Here's a tapper back to Price. She'll eat it right there as the Trojans lead off the top of the 5th inning. First leadoff batter to get aboard in any inning here tonight for the Trojans, and it's the leadoff batter herself in Savannah Mathias. A weakly tap ball, but she beats it out for her second hit of the night. She's 2 for 3 and aboard. Ariana Shaw will dig in. 2-hole hitter. Scored back in the 3rd inning as she bunts the first pitch she sees foul down the first base line. Shaw came in to score off the 2-run home run by CeCe Sturba, who stands on deck.
Yeah, Sturba.
Anyway, we can get 3 outs before she gets to the plate.
Oh, it's important we get at least the one.
A bunt again as Shaw is shaking her right hand. Might have got a piece of that. So 0-2 the count to Shaw quickly here, the left fielder at the plate. Right-handed hitter as she faces a left-handed pitcher in Carson Price. Again, making her 18th start of the season. Here in postseason now. Weakly hit ball to the right side of the infield. Lainey Danielson, an underhand shove over to first. Shaw, they say, beats it out. Lainey Danielson confused. That was a close play over there at first base, but runners at first and second now is Shaw with the infield hit as she beat it out.
Lainey is frustrated with the call, but she has been super nonchalant over there.
Not a lot of urgency right there on that play. Feel like charge it a little bit more. Might give yourself better opportunity there. So danger at the plate, but she bunts this time. Price is going to record the first out of the inning. Cece Sturba with a 2-run home run and a double tonight. She puts down a sac bunt for the first out of the inning. A little bit of a surprise right there. I mean, it is small ball. Move them over. They're down by 2, but still, 3-hole hitter. Surprised you can take the bat out of her hands right there.
They just showed the replay. The runner was clearly safe as Laney was late with the throw. But yeah, it makes zero sense to me. Yes, you only have 24 extra base hits on the year. You have 2 tonight, and it's from Sturba herself. You got runners on, nobody out. Let her mash.
0-1 as the first pitch strike was thrown in. Now a ball to Dolores Hubbard, 1-1 count. Hubbard reached on an error in her last at-bat. She was caught stealing. She grounded out in the first, 6-3. So 1-1 count. Runners at second and third. West, anything to the outfield. They're probably looking to tie this ball game up. Here's the 1-1, low and outside. Backhanded by Kuzaro to keep it in front. A 2-1 count now.
Yeah, Price struggling a little bit to find the strike zone. We know Briley had warmed up in between innings. It'll be interesting to see how much leash he gives Price.
Upstairs on the 2-1, it's now a 3-1 count from Carson Price to Dolores Hubbard. And this is danger right here. With only 1 out in the inning, you throw another ball and load up the bases.
And you look here that Nielsen was before tonight the team leader in RBI.
A strike on the outer half as Carson Price battles back to make it a full count, 3-2. Dolores Hubbard at the plate for Iowa City West. Can she tie the game? We'll see. Here's the full count delivery. A bloop shot to left field. Feldman ranges in, makes the catch, fires home, and she'll keep the score at what it is, 5-3. Bobcats leading as Hubbard flies out for out number 2 of the inning to left field.
Feldman did a great job of coming up on that, but not just coming up to catch it, but coming up, setting herself up that she was going to be able to make an accurate throw to the plate if the runner did decide to tag up and run. Great job by Feldman.
Yeah, the old crow hop.
That's right.
And now a hot shot down the left field line. This one's going to be foul. Off the bat of Ann Nilsson. She's 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a ground out.
Price is finding too much plate around the belt. And Trojans have been able to turn on her a bit here tonight.
So Nilsson fouled that one off. Price, the lefty, ready to fire home on the 0-1. And upstairs, ducking down is Nilsson, 1-1.
There you see a great job there by Feldman, catching it, getting in a hurry.
Yeah, looking at that replay on KFJB-TV. 1-1 count as Nelson back into the batter's box. Price fires home, and a chopper to Sandvik. She'll field it on 2 hops. Over to Stupp at first base, and it's a 6-3 ground out by Ann Nelson. Danger averted for the Bobcats as Matthias and Shaw stranded at second and third. We head to the bottom of the 5th with the Bobcats leading 5-3 on KFJB-TV.
It's Adventure On for Marshalltown Scouting. Adventures like backpacking, ziplining, rock climbing, canoeing, swimming, and more. Survival skills for a scout's greatest adventure, life. Scouts give back to the community. Marshalltown Scouts have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community in our 70-plus year history. Scout leaders are highly trained and screened. Parents are a huge part of scouting, too. Scouting provides unique opportunities available nowhere else. To learn more about scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure On.
5-3 is our score. I got to visit in with Phoebe in between innings there as you see her on KFJB-TV. I've been told my baby is a Gerber baby, and I will not lose fact of that my wife and I have a beautiful daughter.
You do?
It's been awesome being a dad.
I knew you'd love it. It's a win. Become teenagers, It's still a win. But as a babe, that age, it's always a win, except between the hours of 2 a.m. and 5 a.m.
Those are my least favorite hours when we're awake, but it's fine.
No, she is a delight.
5-3 is our score. Defense has been good tonight for the Bobcats. That's held this game. You were just saying how many 6-3 putouts there's been here tonight.
There's a half a dozen so far here tonight.
Yeah. Riley Danielson fouls off the first pitch she saw from Peck. Riley Danielson should not be leading off the inning. She struck out.
No, that was Laney.
Oh, I accidentally skipped a place in my scorecard. That's what's going on. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, all night my scorecard's been clean, and normally it's a wreck, so we had to have something happen.
Softball's a little bit nicer to us on the old scorecard than baseball is.
That is true. Briley Danielson, a 1-1 count against Pack. Takes the ball down low and inside, 2-1. I know the Bobcat batters have not really liked that inside pitch, but like you mentioned, it's been consistent tonight. And it's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of just have to adjust to it and game plan from that point moving forward as Danielson takes a pitch inside 3-1.
Yeah, because there's been probably a half dozen pitches, about an inch or two off the plate that have been called strikes. But it's been, like you said, consistent all night long.
3-1 upstairs inside, and that will walk Briley Danielson here to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Kennedy Feldman will step in. She had a single in her last at-bat, hit by pitch in the second and scored a run.
Old baseball, softball cliche, leadoff walks always come back to bite you. See if it's true here tonight.
Bunt put down. Briley Danielson takes up, but she'll have to go back to first as this one by Kennedy Feldman is foul. It's an 0-1 count.
This game has really come down to mistakes. It's who's made the most mistakes. Bobcats really have made one error situation, but when it comes to mistakes, the outfield play of Iowa City West has been the difference.
Feldman shows, brings it back. The pitch is upstairs. It's a 1-1 count. Yeah, if you take away, I'm not sure how many errors Iowa City West has. I think I have them down for 3 or 4.
I think I have 3. I think I have them for 3.
You know, you take away some of those errors, we're probably looking at like a 3-3 ball game right now. There's a 1-1. Bunt put down.
Great
Feldman's going to get the sacrifice bunt. She'll be out just in time. Riley Danielson wisely watching the throw. It's into left field. She'll round. She comes home, and the Bobcats lead now by 3. It's 6-3 as Briley Danielson takes advantage after the sacrifice bunt. Iowa City West throws it away into left field, and the Cats extend their lead.
You know what you always chalk up is, all right, sack bunt from first to home. But that speaks to our point. It's down to these small little mistakes. There with a 2-base error by Iowa City West, and really Briley put herself in a bad situation where she overran second base.
Bella Avis gets jammed inside, lifts one weakly up the middle. Mathias, the shortstop, fields it for out 2.
Yeah, because Briley would have had herself in a rundown situation, but the bad throw to second, she was able to easily score.
So Ava Kuzero stands in with 2 down. 1 run in here in the bottom of the 5th as it's 6-3 our new score. Pack comes home with a pitch, and it's going to be a strike on the outer half of the plate, 0-1. Your favorite wrestler, Nick Wise, is roaming around trying to sell concession items here.
I'll tell you, the smartest thing they ever did was bring the concessions to the people.
And that's down the third base line just inside the bag. Fair for Ava Kuzero. She digs for second, and she'll be in safely with a double. Ava Kuzero, have a night, 3 for 3.
And that one she hit well, but another perfectly placed. That was right down the line. Ava snuck it over the third base, and as we'll have a pinch runner for her, courtesy runner, it'll be Cameron Price, the 8th grader.
Cameron Price will run. This is your opportunity, Dylan.
I'm good.
M&M's, some Airheads, some popcorn, water. How can you turn her down? She's got the M&M's.
Nick has inspired me to cut weight.
What kind of person do you want to be?
Nick has inspired me to cut weight. I'm trying to wrestle at 135 or whatever, and I got a ways to go.
Aubrey Munt standing in, takes a first pitch ball, 1-0. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 6-3 score right now is Bobcats leading. Can they extend it with a runner in Price at second? And a strike on the inner half. Munt backing up again. We'll take that one. She struck out back in the 3rd. And it sounds like Jason Bowers kind of saying, hey, you got to be ready for that pitch. It's being called a strike.
Yeah, and they've had batters all night on the inside to turn to Jason and shake their head.
And pitch exactly in the same spot. You got to adjust. It's 1-2.
Yeah, we're 5 innings into this.
Yeah, I mean,
it is what it is, and you've got to be ready to swing it.
You have to. That's what being a former umpire myself, here's a jam shot to third base. Sturbo over to Nelson in time. Anyway, I was going to say real quickly, is that's the 3rd out of the inning as Munt is retired on the 5-3 ground out. Is that every umpire, major league to college to high school, has a little bit of a different strike zone. And as a hitter, you've always got to adjust. And if you don't, that's going to be your demise as a baseball or softball player. We head to the 6th. It's 6-3 on KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Heading to the top of the 6th inning as Carson Price is back out to continue on with her night. And a little bit of an up and down night. She gave up a 2-run home run. Until last inning, she had gotten the first out of the first batter of the inning out in the first 4 frames. The 5th, she gave up a hit, but it's been more good than bad here tonight. That's for sure for Carson Price out there in the circle.
Yeah, really, the 3rd inning was her only issue inning.
Pop up to left center field. Gianna Bonney will call for it, and Olivia Friedhoff will fly out to begin the 6th inning for 1 away. So, again, like she had done every other inning except for the 5th here tonight, she has gotten the first batter of the inning to get out.
Bounty is such a much better center fielder. Reads it off the bat so incredibly well versus last year.
And the first pitch, that's Bailey Day, the 7-hole hitter, sees. She'll foul off to the backstop. A strikeout victim in the 2nd and the 4th. Carson Price with 3 strikeouts on the night tonight.
And she got Bailey in 3 straight pitches last time up.
And her second, the 2nd inning as well, both, yeah. Here's the 0-1. And a strike on the outer half away from Day, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, Day saw just 8 pitches, and all of them being strikes here tonight.
See if Price can finish her off for the 3rd time tonight. Tries to get her chasing upstairs. Cannot. It's 1-2.
Carson's got a little bit interesting of a release. There's almost a hitch at the end.
You've got a little hitch in your giddy-up.
I definitely do.
Here's a 1-2. Smack foul down the left field line. Still 1-2 the count. It's okay. We all get there at some point, right?
That's why I go to the chiropractor and do as much yoga as I possibly can.
Goat yoga? You big into goat yoga?
Nope. No. I do a lot of goat powerlifting.
I've always wanted to do goat yoga, where they stand on you while you're doing yoga. Strike on the inner half. That's going to be the 3rd strikeout of the night, just on Bailey Day alone. And the 4th overall strikeout of the night for Carson Price. 2-away here in the 6th.
That's on that inside corner, and we don't want to belabor the point, but
again,
each batter has been frustrated, and I understand that, but also it's never been called a ball.
That is for sure. I respect consistency, Dylan.
If you're going to be wrong the same way every time.
Yeah. At least you're consistent about it.
That's right.
Here's the 0-1. And that'll be upstairs and outside, 1-1.
The worst is unpredictability.
Yeah. 1-2, Ava Gladden at the plate tonight, a single in the fourth and a ground out in the second. She stands in a 1-1 count from Carson Price, and she'll fire home. Looks to be an off-speed pitch right there. Leaves it on the outer half for a strike as Gladden watches. It's 1-2. I imagine she's coming back inside now.
That's where the money beats have been all night.
Carson Price loads up, fires home, 1-2. It's going to be outside and upstairs a little bit. And a 2-2 count. Ava Gladden at the plate. Price with 2 down in the top of the 6th inning. Looks to get out of it. Cannot. It's now a full count to Gladden. So how about that? She works herself right back into the count.
It's a great piece of hitting, or a great piece of patience as a batter up there, forcing the pitcher to come to you.
Here's a 3-2. And the off-speed pitch is going to be left upstairs, and that's a walk. Haven't seen too many of those tonight, Dylan, but right here with 2 down in the top of the 6th. There is a walk issued as Gladden is aboard. This will bring up the 9-hole hitter and Ann Harms. She is 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to Kate Sandvik on 6-3 putouts.
I have Carson with 1 walk tonight, which is really solid for her, but
it's been a little bit of the bugaboo for Carson Price this year. She has 43 strikeouts, but 42 walks coming into the night. So, again, she can strike you out, but also the free
and she's
bases.
been a net negative in that walks or strikeouts in the last month of the season. So it's nice to see her control be here tonight.
And Harms will take the ball on the inner half quickly. It's 2-0 from Carson Price.
But it seems it's gone away from her here with 2 outs in the 6th.
Think we might see a new pitcher in the 7th?
I think it comes down to, I think we'll see her come out now that this inning's not going to extend anymore.
And Ann Harms, for the 3rd time tonight, will ground out 6-3. And again, for another inning, the 3rd inning, it's happened tonight. With 2 down, Iowa City West gets a runner aboard, but they cannot do anything with it. They leave another one stranded as we head to the bottom of the 6th with the Bobcats leading 6-3 on KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Bottom of the 6th we go. Bobcats leading 6-3 up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Let's get a regional scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you.
45 minutes down Highway 30. Mason City continues the comeback. They are now up 7-4 on Boone. The Pella Dutch still lead South Tama 6-0. Waterloo East has traveled down to Des Moines East, and they'll face each other here tonight.
Production of today's game provided in part by the Home Rental Center and Sales Company. Need it, rent it. Home Rental Center and Sales Company of Marshalltown. There you get Joe up there. He's on our Home Rental Center production. Yeah, get a little salute there from Joe. Thanks to the Home Rental Center all season long, helping us out, bringing our coverage of Bobcat Athletics. This is our final home game of the summer for baseball or softball.
And we'll just live down in Ankeny for a couple days if the Bobcats can get a win here tonight.
Regardless, we'll be in Ankeny tomorrow for baseball as it's postseason play. The Jaguars hosting your Bobcats.
That's right. I've been down, they say, in the basketball arena. Welcome to the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
They have never been very hospitable in the basketball arena. Hopefully the softball and baseball complexes will be a little bit more hospitable
They will not be. We will not be in the press box. As Bonnie lifts one to right center, that's going to get down for a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Yeah, we're not going to be in the press box.
No.
And I don't know where we're going to be the next 2 nights.
We'll
be
get
there.
to see a very soon to be very high MLB draft pick, though.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Joey Okie. We'll see if he pitches.
I doubt he pitches tomorrow night, but player of the year,
could maybe
player of the year.
He could maybe pitch like an inning because they'll have like a week in between if they win tomorrow against the Bobcats.
You see the single there, Bounty just getting it in front of the right fielder.
Yeah, Cruz was not able to get over there in time. Standing in now is Kate Sandvik. 1, 2, 3 have really struggled tonight, as you were kind of alluding to.
Yeah, that's, as I have it, that's the first clean hit for the 1 through 5 hitters for the Bobcats. Bounty's hit to right field.
Bonnie takes off for second. Will she get there? Yes, she does. A clean stolen bag. Gianna Bonnie with a stolen base as she slides into second base safely. And on the season for Gianna Bonnie, this year, the sophomore, that is her 21st stolen bag.
If I'm Coach Bowers here, I don't bunt her over. Now that she's at second, I let Kate swing away. We'll see what coaching staff thinks here.
Sandvik in a favorable 2-0 count. She'll put the bunt down, and it bounces to the backstop. It's 2-1. Bonnie there, we get a shot of her going down to second base, sliding in safely well before that tag applied on KFJB-TV.
Great shot by Keith right down the first base path.
He's now no longer has to use the hat mullet.
No.
The mullet hat, as you called it, I think the other night.
It's the bucket hat mullet.
You don't knock the hat, though. It keeps the sun off your neck.
Yeah. No,
Sandvik takes a ball outside. It's now 3-1.
3 out of 4 dermatologists approve.
Here's the 3-1, and Sandvik just gets a little underneath that one as she fouls it off to the backstop. It is now a full count 3-2 from Max Peck as she's really just battled here tonight. It's been kind of a gritty performance for the Iowa City West right-handed pitcher.
It's all that third inning, or second inning.
Yeah, where the defense didn't help her out. She'll get help defensively out there by Harms in center with a little look what I found for out number 1 in the inning as she flies out to center field. Got a little off kilter, but nevertheless, Harms made the catch. And she gets out of Harms' way.
I see what you did there. Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Now
I'll take it every time.
I don't want to call Emma's grandpa a liar, but he said
2 home runs. Yeah. I'm not. I said, hey, I want to make sure we aren't putting any pressure on anybody out there. And then he said that, and I'm like, well, now I know who's putting pressure on who.
Yeah.
It's Grandpa. It's Grandpa's fault. Here's the 1-0, and she locks and loads, takes a pitch on the inner half, did not like it. Emma Stupp with a 1-1 count with 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bobcats leading 6-3.
She's one of the batters that has been called on that strike again and again, is you've got to swing the stick at some point.
Here's the 1-1, and that one's going to be fouled off. Might have hit the right hand of Emma Stupp, so a 1-2 count now.
I think it hit her quad. She fouled it off her leg.
Okay. All right.
That cannot feel good.
Not usually. One, two, 1 away. Emma Stupp at the plate. She gets back into the batter's box. Peck loads up, fires home. And this one, a hot shot. Boy, one of the assistant coaches had to duck out of the way as that one almost went right in the opening of the dugout.
Yeah.
Danger zone over there.
If they had watched KFJB-TV softball broadcast, they would know that area is not safe.
That is off limits. We'll see if she can straighten it out here against Peck. Down in the count, 1-2. Runner at second. She'll lift one, and that almost smoked a window. That deck got nailed last summer by Emma Stupp.
It about hit.
And
It
almost
about
hit somebody that
person
was
on a
sitting
porch.
out there, yeah.
Oh, man.
Luckily, they've learned their lesson, and they're watching from inside. Much
That was
safer.
close.
Here's the 1-2. Step, gets jammed, but lifts it into left. That will get down. Bonnie's going to hold at third, and there's runners on the corner. So that is about the weakest hit Emma Stupp has had all season long, but she gets aboard. And with just one out, Bonnie's at third and Stupp's at first. And we're going to have a courtesy runner, I believe, for Emma Stupp here.
One thing that I will say for Emma there, that was on the inside part of the plate.
Mhm.
That was she readjusted and went after that inside strike and was able to muscle it out to the outfield. That also just shows how stinking strong she is she didn't get much of that at all, and it still went into the outfield.
Who do we have? Number 8, and that would be Hannah Osgood is in the run.
Hannah's pitched a little bit this year. Hasn't saw the batter's box too much, but pitched well so far this year.
She's seen time on KFJB-TV, though, with the girls' golf team, the Golf Along. You can watch that video
She is
on demand. Huh? What were you going to say? As Osgood takes off and will steal second.
Hannah, out of any player, always makes me feel the oldest because I remember her as a kindergartner volunteering at her class. So,
Get a free water.
we love free waters.
We love free bases. Here's the 1-0. Lainey Danielson will eye a strike, and 1-1 the count.
Lainey seems to be a bit in her head here tonight. It's like from both the batter's box and defensively.
1-1 on the way. She'll show bunt, and it's fouled off into foul territory on the near side. And 1-2 now. Again, runners at second and third now as Osgood took off to second. Over at third is Bonnie. Lainey Danielson at the plate. 0 for 2 tonight, or 0 for 3 tonight. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lifted to left center field. Boy, that's a well-hit ball. Gets off the warning track into the wall. Bonnie is in. Osgood's going to be rounded from third. She'll score, and it's 8-3. Bottom of the 6th inning. And Lainey Danielson struggling through the night. She finally comes up with a big 2 RBI double.
I happily eat my words on that. She drove that into the
In
gap.
your face, Dose.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Because she knocked the snot off of that. Out of
she
that.
really did. As it was almost knuckling out there to left center field, and all the way to the wall. Riley Danielson stands in now, and that one just over the KFJB-TV vehicle.
My
0-1, the count. What?
We're about 2 feet on 2 foul balls from a broken sliding glass door and a broken Kicks wagon window.
Riley Danielson's going to pop up the next pitch she sees, and that one will be out of play. And
Phoebe almost got that one.
she was trying to crawl her way towards that, but she is only mastered rolling over, so
not quite there.
Not quite there. 0-2 to Riley Danielson with 1 down in the inning. A runner on second base. She'll go upstairs, can't get around on it, and a strikeout by Peck, as that will be out number 2 of the inning. So Danielson retired. Feldman steps in. Sack bunt, a single, and hit by a pitch tonight. And she has 1 run scored. And the first pitch she sees is right underneath the feet of her head coach, Jason Bowers, in the third base coach's box. I always like his reactions when he kind of smirking right there.
He says, put a ribbon in my hand and interpretive dance is my calling, is what he's doing over there.
0-1 count to Kennedy Feldman. Here's a pitch from Pack. She gets backed off the plate inside 1-1.
really important 3 runs Bobcats have picked up in the last couple innings, just as insurance runs.
1-1 on the way, and that one's going to be low and in the dirt, and holding at second will be Lainey Danielson. As it's a 2-1 count. Peck loads up, fires home, and that one's going to be down the left field line, foul. Still 2-2 count. Yeah, these insurance runs to make it 8-3 as West is down to their final 3 outs of the game when they'll bat in the top of the 7th. Two-two as Peck fires home. Righty versus righty. Off speed is low and in the dirt inside. It's now a full count.
And continue watching softball. It's just interesting. Those secondary leads, you're literally halfway down the base pass versus, of course, baseball. You're going to be much closer.
Feldman gets on top of this one into left field. Lainey Danielson moves up to third base as Feldman finds her second hit of the night. And she is aboard at first base. So good piece of hitting right there by Feldman on the full count, 3-2.
You just look at her night. She's 2 for 2. Was hit by a pitch, really started that second inning, and also has a sac bunt. She's had a really nice night in that 6-hole.
Bella Avis, a single and a run scored in her first at-bat of the night. She shows bunt, brings it back, and the pitch going to be a ball, 1-0. Fielder's choice and a flyout, so she is 1 for 3 tonight. As this has been a really fun game, but now the sun is setting. The
mosquitoes
are coming out. Pitch on the inner half. It's going to be 2-0. To Bella Avis, hitting for Carson Price, the starting pitcher tonight for the Bobcats.
Carson's done an effective job. She's kept the ball over the plate. Defense has treated her well.
1-0 or 2-0 on the way, and that one just fouled down the third base line, snuck over the left edge of the bag, so that'll be a strike on the count, 2-1.
Yeah, that took just a slight left turn right before the bag there. That was close.
They're taking left turns at the Marshalltown Speedway tonight. I can hear the races in the background.
And it's all brought by our sister station, Kicks.
101.1 night at the Marshalltown Speedway. Here's the 2-1. And Bella Avis gets underneath of this pitch up in the zone and fouls it off down the third base side. It's now a 2-2 count.
Don't mind Kicks 101. Not a big fan of the program director over there, but
that guy is useless. Here's the 2-2, and upstairs as Avis will watch 3-2. All these inside jokes, people.
Yeah, they're thinking.
People from Iowa City West are
like,
what are these guys talking about?
This is the one and only
he's talking
Brandon
about
Lewis.
me.
The one and only Brandon Lewis.
Consistent cheap shots all throughout the night. That's all you really need to know. Here's a 3-2, and Avis skies one, foul down the left field line. Well out of play. Oh, good. Deegan's taking my daughter to go get that foul ball.
See? I knew Phoebe wanted one.
If he drops her, man.
Well, if he picks up the ball and he only drops one of the 3 things, he'll be doing pretty well.
Here's a 3-2 to Bella Avis. And there's a foul ball right to them again. And
this is fantastic.
Wow.
If he starts juggling and including Phoebe in this scenario, I think we're good.
Preferably no juggling. She's probably wondering, what is going on? Here's the 3-2. And that one low and in the dirt, and the bases are loaded as Bella Avis on a 3-2 count works a walk. Bottom of the 6th inning, 8-3. Bobcats leading and looking to add on with 2 outs. And the star of the show tonight, Ava Kuzaro, who's done a really nice job behind the plate, is 3 for 3, 2 singles, a double, and a run scored. And who knows, maybe an RBI, Dylan.
I like it.
I've learned from you that you don't say it's going to happen.
No,
then it never happens. No, you are. I know we shouldn't talk about gambling on a high school broadcast, but I've asked you for Iowa Hawkeye gambling advice, and it never works. Kuzaro comes in with an RBI. She might get 2 Feldman rounds. She'll score right behind Lainey Danielson. Kuzaro on the throw advances to second. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our player of the game standing at second as you look at her there on KFJB-TV.
Yeah, she's 4 for 4 tonight. She scored a run, knocked in 2, played really well, and she's holding her back again. That back is still not 100%.
So Lainey Danielson and I forgot to mark the other ones. Gianna Bonney and Hannah Osgood scored earlier this inning. But right there, Feldman and Lainey Danielson scoring. So 4 runs in this 6th frame. 10-3 the score.
Aubrey had a...
Runners at second and third. Aubrey what?
Aubrey had a couple RBIs her first at bat. She's got a chance at that again here to finish it off.
Yeah, she's 1 for 3 tonight, 2 RBI, like Dylan alluded to, and a run scored, but since then a strikeout and a ground out. So runners at second and third for the Bobcats. Not done here in the 6th. A jam shot gets to short, long throw, Muntz to first. A run is in as Bella Avis makes it 11-3 Bobcats.
That's a heck of a night. If Ava hadn't been so good tonight, Aubrey'd be in the conversation. 2 of 4, 3 RBI here tonight.
Impressive right there as that one just well placed as Matthias, the shortstop, could not. I mean, she got to it quickly, but it was just a long throw. It was right there in the gap. So this will turn over the lineup as the Bobcats bat around this inning as Gianna Bonney bounced for the second time here in the 6th. She led off the inning with a single, stole a bag, and then scored. And so this is the second time tonight the Bobcats bat around. They bat around here in the 6th. They batted around in the 2nd. It's 11-3 Bobcats leading. 1-0 count. Laced into right field, right past the right fielder, Cruz. That'll get through. Bonney is around second, heading to third. Munt will score, and that will make it 13-3, and the Bobcats will win it here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Believe that should do it, a 10-run lead for the Bobcats.
That's game.
And that will do it for this one. So Bonney with 2 RBI right there in her second at-bat of the inning, ends up getting to third. It's a single. The error allowed another run to score in Munt as Price came in to score. Not Carson Price, but Cameron Price came in to score for Ava Kuzaro. And Aubrey Munt scores, and the Bobcats are moving on in postseason play.
Great effort. 7 runs in that final frame. It went from a tight ball game to a 10-run ball game, and that was all about execution late. You look at the 7 through 9, Bobcats were 8 of 12, had 5 RBI, a highly productive bottom side. And then Gianna Bonney didn't hit much early in the game, but in the 6th inning, she was 2 for 2, 2 RBI, had a stolen base. Bobcats came through huge, and Price was effective and efficient from the circle here tonight.
Big win here tonight in postseason play for the Bobcats as they improve their record to 16-23, and they move on with a first-round win in Class 5A Region 4. They'll take on Ankeny Centennial Saturday night at 7 o'clock, and you'll see that game right here on KFJB-TV. We head to the locker room report coming up next right here on your home for the Cats. News Talk 1230 AM, 93.9 FM, and right here on KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Marshalltown Community College.
Graduation is fast approaching. It's time to think about your future. Marshalltown Community College is the place to start your education. Choose from our many career training programs or earn your AA degree and transfer to a four-year university. MCC is all about choices. Schedule a visit today at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
Seven runs, 7 hits finish off the Iowa City West Trojans in the bottom of the 6th inning as the Cats win it 13-3 in postseason play. And that's a top 10 moonshot right there by Keith Stewart as we come back here on KFJB-TV and open up the locker room report. All brought to you by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown. A good night. I know Coach was out there telling his team before this one, hey, this is an honor. This is something to be really proud of. You're hosting a first-round game in the playoffs, and it was a big win here tonight for the Cats.
It was a huge win, number 16 on the year. This is not a program that has had a rich history of double-digit win seasons, let alone, 16 wins. And what I loved about tonight, Carson came in, was effective from the circle, but the top 5 of this lineup were not effective in those first few innings, and 6 through 9 picked them up. And we saw that the other night, that 6 through 9 was very effective. But those, if you were doing a section of the lineup as a player of the game, though number 8 is coming out of that, Ava Kusro is gonna end up enjoying some OPA. But that 6 through 9 offensively was there to start runs, to make things happen. Jason Bowers has got to be excited that 1 through 9 will be ready to go Saturday.
For Iowa City West tonight, they dropped to 3-32 on the season. They picked up 3 runs off 7 hits and left 6 runners on base. I think really, especially early on, the big difference was they had a few opportunities. They couldn't capitalize on them like the Bobcats did, but also the Bobcats were helped out by errors in scoring some of their early runs. Now, later on, it was because the Bobcat bats finally had really come alive.
Yeah, the difference in the game, inning 1 through 5, was center field play. It really came down to Iowa City West struggled defensively in the outfield, and the Bobcats effectively turned those into runs. But it was 5-3, and it was only these small little things that were the difference, because you and I talked about it throughout the broadcast, but Peck was really impressive through 5. She was resilient. She threw strikes. She got big outs when needed. But the defense ended up letting her down here tonight.
13 runs, 13 hits, and 7 left on base for the Marshalltown Bobcats. As we continue on with our locker room report, coming up, we'll talk to head coach Jason Bowers and also name our player of the game. This is the locker room report. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
With over 10,000 cars at our disposal, Jensen Ford...
Hold on. That's not really how we do things at Jensen Ford.
How about, it's never been a better time to buy a brand new...
Yeah, we don't really do that either. When you're ready to buy a car, we'll be ready to help.
Try this. We'll get you in and out faster than a speeding...
We don't do that either. At Jensen Ford, we'll take as much time as you need to find the right vehicle We're not just moving cars, but we're building relationships.
Oh, maybe more of a, this is where your family buys their vehicles.
There you go. More like that.
At Honest Heating and Cooling, they take comfort seriously. Their latest offering? Smart Integrity Monitoring. Combined with an honest maintenance plan, it takes all the guessing out of home comfort. Their technicians take accurate measurements of all the necessary parameters and deliver you the truth about where your home's comfort stands. If you're not measuring, you're just guessing. That's honest. Get a Smart Integrity Monitoring plan and let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back into the Locker Room Report. Tonight, our post-game chat with head coach Jason Bowers, all presented by Century Plumbing, specializing in service plumbing in Marshalltown. 13-3, the final score here tonight, Coach. I felt like early on, 3-3 could have been maybe the score for a while. You were aided by some errors early on, but the bats really came alive, especially for the bottom fourth of your lineup, I would say. Yeah. Ava Kuzro, a phenomenal performance tonight down there in the bottom of the lineup. But, boy, the bats really came alive there in the sixth. You score 7 runs and get that 10-run lead and win it here tonight. What's that feeling like?
It's good. It's good. It's good. Obviously, it's good to get a win, and it's good to get a postseason win, right? They don't happen very often around here, so we got to cherish that. And, yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah.
I'm proud of the girls. Early on, it's kind of our MO with slow pitching per se, that we fail to get on time, and it takes us a while. We did the same thing up in Hoover. I mean, we scored 10 runs in the 10th inning at a Hoover game. So, I mean, that's just crazy that it takes us that long sometimes to get our timing down. But once we did, we started hitting the ball really well.
You think that's a little bit of a young team still coming along, defining their roles, how they go up there, their presence at the plate, their approach each time, that kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly, I think it's more like they don't know how to be hitters. They're just going up there swinging the bat, right? And it's a learning process. They hear that come out of my mouth. I'm like, be a hitter, don't be a hacker, right? So, and I want them to go up there with a plan. Like, if there's a girl on third base and we don't have 2 outs, hit a ball to the right side, right? Hit a ground ball to the right side. That's the greatest thing you can do, right? So we're learning that, getting better at it. But yeah, and we struggled with bunts today. We didn't get very many bunts down. So if I was not pleased with anything today, that would probably be one of them.
And when you look at that, you talk about that 1 through 5 in the lineup. Really, our key to the game for West was they had to really stop Emma Stupp. And for the most part, they did a really good job 1 through 5.
Yeah.
But in that 6th hole, it all started with Kennedy Feldman getting hit. But what can you say about what Kennedy brought down into just the rest of that lineup with Bella, along with Aubrey and Ava in that 6 through 9?
It's no secret if you look at our stats that the bottom of our lineup has not done well most of the year. Yeah. These last few games, they've starting to hit the ball. Ava's been on fire.
Yeah.
Like literally the 4 Hoover games and tonight, she's been a rock star with the bat. And but you look at it early in the year, and we struggled in that spot. And Kennedy's one of those kids that's a super athlete. And we had BP yesterday, and I tried to explain to her I use tennis, right? Because she's so good at tennis that like her hand path can work the same as a tennis racket. And all of a sudden now she's hitting the ball well. So I was just trying to give her a connection for that. And then Aubrey Munt, right? She hits a homer. I don't remember what game that was. I don't remember what I ate, but she's hitting well, and she struggled a little bit just with her timing. Got surprised, I think, on a couple of inside pitches, and that's one other thing too. We struggled with. He was calling an inside pitch all day long.
Yeah.
For both teams, he was consistent, and it took us a long time to get adjusted to that.
We talked about that throughout, is that they the girls would kept looking down the third baseline. By the 5th inning, you're like, this is what it is.
Yeah. Every huddle, I'm like, hey, we've got to start adjusting to that inside pitch. And then finally we did. So.
And then I want to talk, Carson didn't have overwhelming things, but she was efficient and effective in the circle and mowed them down all except for that 3rd inning. What can you say about the junior?
Yeah, going into this game, I usually don't talk to the pitchers. I don't want to make them too nervous, but I told her tonight that I needed her to be her best, not only just pitch location, but be her best self. And she struggles sometimes with body language and things like that. And I said, the team needs you to be a positive figure tonight. And I thought she did that one of her best of the season with just her presence and her body language.
And it was impressive. 5 out of the 6 innings tonight, she got the first batter of the inning out. I mean, that's such a huge key to the start of the inning, not only for yourself as a pitcher, but also for your defense back there backing you up.
Absolutely. And one of the stats I looked at right before I came up here was first pitch strikes. She had almost 89% first pitch strikes. And I tell you what, she don't get above 50 most of the time, so that was really key tonight.
Hey, I think maybe you should start to give some pregame speeches now.
I should talk to her more often, right? But I'm afraid I just make them nervous coming out there and big old head coach, right? So I like to either talk to him. She's nicer. No, I'm pretty nice.
Hey, so you move on, postseason play. You're going to take on Ankeny Centennial real quick. Saturday night, 7 o'clock. We'll be there with you guys. What are you going to prepare your team here in the next 48 hours for that matchup?
It's a good consolation prize. We'll just go play Ankeny Sentinel, right? So, but yeah, I just want them to come play our best, and things happen sometimes in the postseason, right? If we can hit like we've been hitting lately, especially towards that bottom half of the lineup, maybe when they're not trying to pitch around people, maybe we can make something happen. But I promise you, we're gonna have to play really good defense, and our pitching is gonna have to be really good.
Yep.
Try to keep some balls in the park. They're a really good team, and it's no secret, obviously. But practice tomorrow. We'll work on. I'll crank up the pitch machine a little bit, and obviously we'll work on defense. We always work on defense, and I'll figure out what kind of lineup I'm gonna throw at them. All right. Let's go at them.
Sounds good. Congrats on the victory tonight, Coach.
Hey, thank you.
All right, postseason victory for the Bobcats, 13-3 as they take down Iowa City West. Right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
When you need a plumber quickly, try Century Plumbing of Marshalltown. We specialize in service plumbing, not new construction or large remodels, so we get to our customers faster, from clogged drains to water heaters and everything in between. We can help with a guaranteed appointment and quality, efficient service. I'm Sarah, co-owner of Century Plumbing, and I'd love to book your appointment today. Call 641-750-0108. That's 641-750-0108.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Scouts in Marshalltown go on fun adventures. Scouts learn about the outdoors. Scouts learn character building. Scouts learn citizenship. Scouts learn life skills. Scouts learn to be leaders. Scouts go to fun summer camps, and Scouts get a head start in life. Marshalltown has produced over 200 Eagle Scouts in our over 70-year history and have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community. To learn more about joining Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure on!
How can you help Marshalltown High School and enjoy a mouth-watering burger at the same time? By ordering the Bobcat Burger at Legends American Grill. 2 quarter-pound patties with crisp bacon strips, sautéed onions, and melted American cheddar, jack, and Swiss cheeses on top of fresh shredded lettuce on a toasted bun. It's absolutely delicious. $1 from every Bobcat Burger sold is donated by Legends to Marshalltown High School activities. So, enjoy a Bobcat Burger and help MHS. The Bobcat Burger, another exclusive from Legends American Grill in Marshalltown.
Welcome back into the Locker Room Report right here on KFJB-TV, all presented by Wells Fargo Advisors, 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Now time for our player of the game, all presented by Opa Grill in Marshalltown. Greek and traditional favorites, all you have to say is Opa. As you look there, Ava Kuzaro is our player of the game. 4 of 4 hitting, 2 runs, 2 RBI. One of those hits was a double tonight.
She was awesome, and she was perfect placement early, but really hit the ball well throughout the night, and she really was good behind the plate threw out a runner at second, got a caught stealing, and even with a little bit of a back tweak we saw, she was effective from beginning to end.
So now the Kuzeros can eat well because her brother already won Player of the Game this year too.
See, go out. Mom has to be super excited. They can go out to eat, maybe take their mom out to eat and everything.
Yeah.
And don't have to pay.
That's good stuff. All right, so congrats to Ava Kuzero, our player of the game here tonight, as she receives a $20 gift certificate to Opa Grill in Marshalltown. Let's get a quick scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Dylan.
All righty, the Dutch destroyed South Tama 16-4. Mason City in the 7th inning is up on Boone 9-4. Boone got up early 4-1. It's been all Mason City since.
All right, we will take a quick timeout. We'll tell you what's on tap next for our next broadcast when we come back right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
What does OPA mean? OPA means joy, enthusiasm, and approval. And when you dine at Opa Grill in Marshalltown, you'll understand why. With their made-to-order pastas, soups, and salads made daily with the freshest ingredients. Favorites include chicken parmesan pan-fried to perfection, fresh and light chicken lemon rice soup, and their signature Opa salad topped with seasoned gyro meat. Opa Grill Family Restaurant in Marshalltown, where you can dine in or drive through. All you have to say is, Opa!
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
Brown Shoe Fit has a great selection of athletic footwear. Choose from New Balance, On, Keen, Echo, and much more. Brown Shoe Fit can find the right shoe for every occasion for both men and women, including dress shoes, casual shoes, work boots, and European footwear, carrying multiple sizes and widths to ensure the best fit for you. Their expert-friendly staff is available to give you a personalized experience and can find the right shoes for what you need. Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Marshalltown. With you every step of the way.
Back in on the locker room report tonight as the Marshalltown Bobcats improved to 16-23 on the season with a postseason victory here tonight against the Iowa City West Trojans in Class 5A, Region number 4, as they take on the Ankeny Centennial Hawks coming up on Saturday.
Jaguars.
I did that, I think, last week, too. Ankeny Centennial Jaguars on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. We'll also be in Ankeny tomorrow night as we'll bring you baseball postseason coverage for a Sub-State 4 first round as Marshalltown takes on the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. Coverage starts at 6:45. Dylan Does will be alongside me here tomorrow night. We'll see if potentially a top at least 1 or 2 round MLB draft pick, Joey Oakey, will – I think he'll play the field, but whether he pitches or not, we'll see.
Yeah, I would anticipate not seeing him, but if we do, we'll be able to say,
Yay.
I saw him win.
Wow. Okay, forecasting there a little bit, Dylan.
We're going to have to bring our lunch pail tomorrow night. It's going to be an uphill battle.
That is for sure. All right, we will take one more quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up on a victorious Thursday night at the MHS Softball Complex right here on KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated, and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. Open for lunch from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Thursday through Saturday with endless pizza by the slice. During lunch on Thursday and Friday, you choose the toppings. Wayward Social, South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Online at wayward-social.com.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to the Marshalltown Softball Complex. One final time tonight as again the Bobcats advance on in Class 5A, Region number 4, to take on the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. Again, we'll have coverage for you on Saturday night starting at 6:45 as first pitch is at 7 o'clock from Ankeny. Thanks so much to our KFJB-TV crew, Jesse DeMeyer back at the radio studios, our on-site producer David Bragg and Zach Tomish tonight, as well as Keith Stewart, Joe Cornwell, common spelling on that, as well as Dylan Doze. I'm Brandon Lewis. Have a great rest of your Thursday night. We'll talk to you tomorrow night from Ankeny. You have been watching Marshalltown Bobcats Softball right here on your home for the Cats. News Talk 1230 AM 93.9 FM and right here on KFJB-TV.
Today's game on KFJB-TV was brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Wayward Social, Zeno's, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank,